Hi guys, it's Monday and glad to say that I'm feeling much better today. I woke up in the morning and swelling had pretty much all gone down. A few key areas where it's still swelling, like over the course of the day, like washing my hands in warm water, my hands would flare up a tiny bit, but nowhere near as bad as it's been for the past few days, and all the swelling on my body's been to a minimum or non-existent really. Antihistamines apparently take a few days to kick in, so I'm seeing the effects of those, and I'll keep on top of consuming those daily. But yeah, seem to be on the mend, which is good. Didn't exercise at all today, just chilling around the house, trying to keep swelling, to prevent myself from swelling up again. Like I'd instinctively go to make a cup of tea and be like, okay, no, I don't really want to be risking even having a warm drink here or eating food that's too hot and spicy, just to risk flaring it up. So yeah, but today's been all right, so hopefully I can get a good night's sleep, and I'm planning on getting back on the bike tomorrow, and hopefully just have a ride where I wouldn't be surprised if I end up flaring up a little bit, but it should be a manageable amount. I've got a plan of how to restructure the training because I was meant to be riding today, so I've got to change the training around leading up to the Nationals on Saturday, but I should be able to do it, and I'm feeling back to myself now, so I'm hoping that I should be all set for still doing a really good performance on Saturday, and putting my hat in the ring to see if I can actually be on the podium. Yeah, slept awfully last night. I had it when I got hypothermia about 10 weeks ago. I woke up, I had a few nights with my shoulders aching so much, this achiness that's come around after the swelling. Like, I woke up with my shoulders that were in pain so much that I literally couldn't sleep. Last time that happened, I used deep heat. I just slathered deep heat all over my shoulders, and that was enough to quench the pain and get me back to sleep. But obviously with the skin condition, like, deep heat was not going to be a good idea whatsoever. So I took a lot of ibuprofen and put damp flannel across my shoulders, but then had my duvet up to my chest, because obviously I've got this skin condition from heat rash, but I'm still concerned about potentially getting hypothermia again, so I make sure I don't want to be too cold. But thankfully I was able to, after a few tries, few rinses through with a towel, I was able to get back to sleep with the shoulders in pain. Slept a long time and felt better in the morning. So yeah, hopefully I'm on the mend and gonna see what I'm like tomorrow out on the bike. But I'm optimistic that I should be either back to normal, or if the swelling still happens, that it's to a more muted level that I can keep on top of, and it just gets better over the next week, so that by Saturday I'm basically back to normal, and hopefully I'm able to use the form I've built from this block, because even though I got ill, like, I've not lost the training stimulus that I've got in the legs, so it's just going to be sharpening up again this week, and yeah, making the most of the training that I've done, because I've done the hard work now. It's just going to be peaking for the key event, and yeah, seeing how we go. Right, night time now. It's Tuesday, and I'm going to get out on the bike now for try 2 hours zone 2. It's not warm, overcast, so that's good for me. Hopefully it's decently windy still, so it should be decent cooling and not get too sweaty. Already feeling a little bit itchy wearing the cycling clothing, but I've got to get out for this ride and see how I respond to it. Could be the case that I flare up quite badly, but I need to see how I respond to actually doing some training again. Might be, hopefully it's the case where I flare up to a minimal amount, but if I flare up more, then I need to think about how I'm going to deal with it over the next few days leading up to the Nationals on Saturday. So yeah, nice and steady today. Not pushing the boat out too much. No intervals yet. I think 2 hours zone 2 today, then try some TT intervals tomorrow, and 3 hours total for the day, provided today goes all right. Yeah, we'll just play it by ear, work with what we got. 50 minutes into the ride now, stopped after 25 minutes and then stopping again as the skin's getting a little bit tingly, so just checking the rash is developing. 38.2, just got up to 38.3. I'm definitely getting warmer than usual because of the skin stuff. so it just needs to be safe. But other than that, I feel okay. Yeah, heart was palpitations a little bit, like thudding a bit weirdly, but the heart rate's fine, the power's fine, the legs feel alright, which is good. It's just the core body temperature that's a bit high, but it doesn't look like I'm reacting too badly. I'm assuming the rashes will come through after I shower and get home, but I don't think it's too bad, so I'm optimistic. Just coming to another stop before I start the climb. About the same really, no rash developing, and yeah, core body temperature's still a bit high, but I can't really do anything about it. Like it's kind of stuck at 38.2. I'm not gonna soft pedal to get it down to 38.1. Like if it's 38.2, it's 38.2. But as long as it's not getting much higher than that, I think that's fine. That's like normal exercising range. It's not 38.5. That's like the big difference. Get up the hill, and then it's like descending, mostly descending on the way home. So yeah, feeling good. Drinking my water, drinking my sugar water. So should be all right. Hopefully the rash that develops this afternoon isn't too bad. A little bit of rain is nice, but it's probably not good for sweating. A bit too humid, but feels nice at least. Ride was good, and I feel like I did a good job of keeping the core temperature under control. Nice and steady on the ride, and it was nice and windy as well. But yeah, get in the shower, try and keep cool the rest of the day, and hopefully the rash flares up to a minimum, and it will just get better over the next few days as antihistamines kick in more, and yeah, just body learns how to deal with it, you know. Hey guys, it's Wednesday. Feeling good, so going ahead with the plan to do the scheduled TT session that I moved to today. Didn't do a TT session on Monday, but gonna do one on Wednesday, and then do my openers on Friday a bit more aggressively to make up for the lost training before Saturday. Like legs probably going to be too fresh if I stick to the old plan, so I'm going to do a little bit more work going into Saturday so that my TSB is a bit less negative. But yeah, just need a bit more fatigue in the legs, I think, based off what other people say and from my own experience being a bit too fresh before. Like I think I do want a little bit more stimulus in the legs. So yeah, I just finished my warm-up now indoors. Got the ice vest on, feeling better still. Can tell that still getting warmer quicker, up to 38.2 rather than 38.1 typically seen after a warm-up. But I think that's all right. Finishing off now and then get out on the road for the session. It's 4 by 6 minutes, roughly 6-minute rest, and yeah, see how we get on with it. Aim for above 400 watts, but first session back after 4 days without sessions, so yeah, we just have to see what he can do really. Give me a good indicator of what I need to do going forward to try and get sharper for Saturday, but yeah, figure that out in an hour's time once I finish all my efforts. Right, ready to go. There we go, got it done. Final proper VO2 max session of the block, as session on Friday is not going to be 100% intense effort. I'm thinking Friday, maybe 4 by 4 minutes at around 400 watts, so about the same power as today. As yeah, I don't want to be like going full out on that session. I want to be having something left in the tank. So yeah, that was the last hard session done. Missed out on a session this week because I was planning on doing this session and then also a 6 by 4 minute session, but because of the heat rash, I ended up pushing this one back from Monday to Wednesday, and I'm binning off the other session because I didn't have time for it. But yeah, that was good. Obviously fresh, like heart rate got up to 180 BPM on all those efforts when normally it caps out about 175 for these because they're such short efforts. But yeah, legs felt alright, power was decent. Segment I was doing it on was a tailwind this week, which is good. With the gearing I have and the gradient, it's quite hard to spin at over 100 RPM. So with a tailwind I was going faster, so I was getting closer to my preferred cadence. But yeah, happy with that. Maybe 410 average. So yeah, not amazing, but yeah, pretty good. Core body temperature didn't blow up or anything. It stayed up below 38.5.
So obviously I'm warm, but I wasn't dying in the heat. Skin isn't even tingling or anything, so hopefully fine in terms of the rash for today. I'll be getting out on the bike for another hour and a half once I get back. Just chill out and have my Haribos now. Here they are.
Today also marks 1 year of doing this series. I just popped on my Strava, week 1, day 1. Yeah, obviously it was week 52 last week, and it's Wednesday now of week 53. So yeah, pretty cool. It's been the best year of my life so far. Yeah, it's definitely what I've been wanting to do with my life for the past few years. Doing, like, I did enjoy my chemistry degree, but it was hard work and did have to grind through it at stages. Whereas I was always thinking, for the last few years of my degree, I was always thinking about pursuing a pro sporting career, and seeing what it would be like to push myself to my limit. And yeah, this year has gone by so fast, really. And yeah, I really couldn't think of what else I'd want to be doing right now. So yeah, hopefully I can have some success in the sport so that it's feasible to keep going with it. Obviously I've got a couple more years to give myself the opportunity to make that happen. But even if that doesn't happen, like, I'll have enjoyed the 3 years that I had a crack at it. But that's 1 year down. Only got a couple more to go. Then I'll have to reassess my life and realise, right, is this working or not? If we're not making it anywhere, then we need to maybe start a normal career. But for the time being, like, I'm very happy with my progress that I've made in this year. Hopefully I can get a good result on Saturday. Happy with that session. And it's a good sign for having decent legs at the weekend. And yeah, hopefully continue progressing next year. Get some good results in road races, get some amazing results in some time trials, and then there's I see potential to make a career out of this. Maybe not in the most conventional way, maybe doing team pursuit on the track instead of trying to go world tour. But that's an equally valid possibility of being pro. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Keep training hard, keep racing hard. Hopefully get some really good results, and maybe I can make this a career.
Feeling good, just cruising along. The way I headed out, there's like 2 really slow junctions, and I managed to cruise through both of them. So I was like, come on. But yeah, heading up this hill. I'm at 38.4 core body temperature, which is like setting off the Kill Bill sirens. And then just now it ticked over to 38.5, which means 38.45. Yeah, it is warmer today, it's 20 degrees. But yeah, I'm only 50 minutes in, should be about an hour and a half for the ride. But yeah, just stop here, hopefully cool down a bit. Got a bit more climbing to do, and then I've got descent. So hopefully I can calm it down. I don't know if I can take this jacket off. Just seeing a rash is starting to come through on my tummy, so just gonna head back the way I came so I can get a descent in me, and then ASAP back to the house, just to minimise the training stress of this ride, even though it doesn't feel like anything. Like, obviously it's setting me off, so yeah, just get back ASAP, get in the shower off, get the sweat off me, put some moisturiser on to cool me down, and yeah, hopefully better tomorrow. Decided to complete the loop, continue where I was going, as the second half was a lot more exposed, so even though there was more climbing, I was really in the wind, so that should cool me down. Got it back under control. 38.2, 38.1. We're still just heading home. Hop in the shower, clean off, moisturise again, hopefully get it all under control. Still panic stations, but not as much as I thought it was. That's Thursday. Out for a nice steady 3 hours zone 2 today, and core body temperature seems to be finally under control. It's cooler, like 15 degrees, and it is very breezy, but I think this is a good sign that it's not getting up to 38.3 or higher. 38.2 is the highest I've seen today, so that's good. Right ear is completely blocked. Not ideal, but it is what it is. Main thing is the legs, the heart feel okay. Taper session tomorrow, then race on Saturday.
tried that, then an easy spin tomorrow with some openers, and yeah, ready for Saturday. Gonna check over the bike this evening and make sure I've got everything ready to go, basically. Hey guys, it's Friday. I'm cracking on with my opener session before tomorrow. This is going to be like an hour and a half spin, and I'm going to do a couple of efforts, just finish my warm-up. I'm going to do 3x4 minutes at bang on 400 watts, so not a max out 4-minute effort. It's quite within myself, I'd say. Hopefully a bit below race pace. Aim for like 4:10, 4:20 for the 10 miler tomorrow. So yeah, doing 3x4 minutes at 400 is very manageable. So it should feel nice and under control, but it's some intensity in the legs to pick them back up again. Legs are feeling good, nice and fresh, but I'm not feeling too fresh. Like, I don't think I've done it perfectly, but doing bit more intensity. So obviously I did a 3-hour ride yesterday. Doing that sort of thing rather than completely easing it off has worked well. I don't know if anything else could have worked better because can't travel back in time and try again. But yeah, I'm happy with where I'm at today. So just do the little bit of intensity, and then I'm confident I should be feeling really good for tomorrow. So and spend a little bit more time in TT position indoors. So yeah, crack on with those little efforts and see how we go. Well, I definitely don't think I'm at risk of overdoing it with that session. Yeah, that was a bit weird. Like, I was aiming for 400 watts. It was closer to threshold power, probably like 380-ish. Yeah, it's just my wish. Like the gradient simulation. Like, I started with 0% trainer difficulty, and I can't spin at high cadence because there's just not enough resistance there. I'm not spinning out, but I'm spinning at 105 RPM, and I just need more resistance to kick in, and it's just, my avatar should be going faster on the screen to increase the resistance, but my avatar is just probably going at the exact same speed. Whereas I feel like, I haven't used Zwift in a while, but I feel like that I'd probably end up going faster on Zwift, and then the resistance would kick in again. I knew that from when I did the first session of this block. I did 5x5 minutes, and I couldn't get the right cadence. Like, I had to stick it in a bigger gear than I liked and kind of grind at 95 RPM rather than 105. I did the first effort at 95, and then I'm like, okay, I want to do higher cadence, but just the way the trainer difficulty works, it just doesn't work out properly. That's why I've done all my sessions out on the road, I guess. Like, I have that issue on certain climbs, but as long as I'm going fast enough, I can spin at my desired cadence and my desired power. So yeah, just 3-4 minute threshold efforts with some big rest in between, and yeah, feel fine after them. Like, wasn't pushing it at all. Like, the power wasn't coming up. I wasn't going to force it to, because it feels just like it's the trainer difficulty issue, not my legs. Might be. Maybe I can only do 250 watts tomorrow. I think it's all good. It's all good for tomorrow. Yeah, just a 20-minute spin now. Keep the legs ticking over. Bike check. Get everything ready, and then not even an early start on Saturday. It's like normal working hours. It's good. But yeah, feeling confident for tomorrow. So just rest up the rest of the day and get my task completed, and yeah, see you in Cambridge. I think this is the setup I'm going to go with tomorrow. So calf sleeves plus overshoes, so I'm effectively getting the same effect as the UCI illegal overshoes, but with some proper length, some UCI overshoes plus the calf sleeves. So skin suit, armbands, gloves, calf sleeves, overshoes. Got ya. Also buff is used as a headband under my helmet. Right, got 4.5 hours till my start time. Just packed the car and about to head off. So yeah, two and a bit hours to Cambridge, and then 2 and a bit hours to get ready. So yeah,
nice and warm day for it. Hip and right quad are feeling a bit tight and groggy, but I mean, there's always going to be something that's on your mind, like, oh, why doesn't this feel right? Like, it's never going to be perfect, but other than that, like, yeah, feeling really good and fantastic and ready for it. So I'm sure this is a nothing burger, and yeah, crack on. Right, arrived now. Can't lie, last 40 minutes of the journey or so, I was like, started getting a little bit nervous. Could tell the heart was pumping a bit harder, higher blood pressure sort of thing. Yeah, legs are feeling tired, but I think that's just nerves really. So yeah, I mean, the preps, other than the heat rush, I mean, I sorted that out, and I'm extremely happy with the shape I'm in right now and the form I've tapered for. So yeah, I really can't complain, and should be able to produce a really good performance today. So looking forward to it. It's nice and warm, overcast as well, but it's meant to be like quite a strong wind on the outward leg on the dual carriageway, but that should mean that we have a nice tailwind on the way home through the finish. So yeah, we'll get out there, see how we get on. Oh, it's cold. It's not cold, it's just a bit breezy and like not quite 20 degrees. Oh, we're ready. Got our numbers. Set that all up. Haven't been to the toilet yet. Get everything set up, and then yeah, got just over 2 hours until my start time. It's 2:10 and 4:15 for the start. So yeah. Last time I did this course I messed up at the roundabout, so I just checked on Google Maps. So it's a green sign at the A428, which is the carriageway that we ride on, and it's signposted for Bedford. So look out for that green sign. It's basically doing a U-turn at the roundabout, which is really weird because you like swing off the carriageway and do a U-turn. But yeah, just all the way around that roundabout until you see the green Bedford sign, and then get back on the carriageway. No, can't fuck that up again. That would be so embarrassing. 55 minutes to go. I think I'll head off to the start 15 minutes before, so I've got 40 minutes to just warm up on the rollers. This is, like I said, going with the long socks today. Starting to warm. Very simple, easy warm up, but already reached 38.3 degrees C. Full body temperature, when normally I'm getting to 38.1, 38.2 for a warm up. So yeah, it's definitely not cold. We've got 25 minutes now, so I'm gonna go for a wee and fuel off to the start. So, yeah, time to go. That was something. A lot of passion, not a lot of technical prowess. Yeah, that was a strong headwind on the. So you start on a bridge, you go to the corner. Fucking, I need a drink. Mate, my heart is like fucking wants to fucking be out here. It does not want to be in my chest. Oh my god. Yeah. You start on this bridge, on this overpass. You get going for about maybe 100 meters, then you got a left turn. There was a car in front of overtook me just as I was starting. So thankfully they weren't slow at the turned too slow at the junction, and I was just able to draft them for 10 seconds or so to get up to speed. So it balanced out not being able to swing through the junction like I saw some other riders do on my way to the start. Yeah, then you got a tailwind section, but it's not exposed. You've got trees on both sides, so you're not getting the tailwind as much. Plus maybe my GPS wasn't as good, so it said I was going, at some points it said I was going 40, well I got up to like 60, and then it said 48, like, even though I didn't change my hello even though I didn't change my speed much, I could tell I was going at the same speed, but the speed dropped off to 48. So I'm assuming I was mid 50s. Then you get the roundabout, you go back on yourself onto first exit onto the slip road, I almost overshot it. It was a really tight turn, and I was glancing at the wrong exit, but made it onto the slip road, and then it was a big headwind section, probably like just under 8k into the headwind, but the road's undulating a bit, so you get downhill sections, and I was going fast. I was going above 50 for most of it. There was one slow section before the turnaround where I dropped to like 48 and then 40, but yeah, I just kept pushing. Heart rate got up to 180 very quickly, and I was sitting at 180 for a long time, but yeah, I tried so hard into that headwind. 5-minute best power was 420 watts, so I probably pushed at least 410 for that headwind section. I got to the turnaround and I was just spent, mate. Well, before the turnaround I was spent. I was just waiting for the turnaround. Got the right exit this time, and I think I draft off a car again. And then on the way back it was 55, 60, depending on if you're going uphill, downhill. But I was just in the suffer in the box, like I was hurting so much, but thankfully the speed stayed high, so it didn't matter too much. Yeah, so maybe 18 low, similar time to what I did at Levens, I reckon. So yeah, it's a good outing, and I gave it all I had. I pushed so hard. I had a lot of passion into that headwind, and that's what you needed to do, because you're not making time up on the way back. Like, it doesn't matter how much power you're putting on the pedals, you're not going to go much higher than 60 because it's all aerodynamic. So on the way out it's power, on the way back is aerodynamics. I mentioned it was sloppy for me because I was so tired. My head was all over the place. Like, a couple of times I dipped my head and I could tell the tail of the helmet was getting caught in the wind. But yeah, it didn't really matter much. Like, I was still going 55 to 60k an hour, no matter what the fuck I was doing. So I was definitely at like threshold power, a fair bit below 400, but I'd used my matches on the way out, which was the plan. So yeah, really happy. Well, yeah, I'm just happy with how I know I gave it everything I had, and maybe there was slightly more in the tank if I hadn't got ill with a heat rash last week. But mate, like, it's hard to tell with the VO2 max stuff, like how much the training is going to work. Like, I had to just do the training and trust I'm gonna be fast. But yeah, can't complain with how I did. So do a little bit of a spin now. Now that I've got my breath back.
There's a guy who's like big. Mate, take a proper picture if you want.
Yeah. Oh.
I think I might be joint third. I wasn't sure what to think. I was thinking like either podium or top 15, but it looks like third. Fucking hell. Thing is, I never know how I fit. Like, normally after a result, I'm just like, okay, on to the next one. But after that race, I was just like, there was nothing in the tank left. I can't complain about how I did it. And I think it's a podium. Fucking hell, mate. 18:30. John did 18:11. I was 19 seconds off John. There was another guy at 18:30 and another guy at 18:28. So unless someone in the early field did a low 18. Mate, fucking hell.
From Sheffield CC is Thomas Lee, and from Cambridge CC is TomLeeCycling. In second place with a time of 18 minutes 28 seconds from our 14th Philadelphia. Silver Sports wins. And the 2024 National Open 10-mile champion with time 18 minutes 11 seconds from Hood Watshop, John Archibald.
I'd just like to say well done to everyone that was beaten today, and I think everyone said the same thing about the headwind on the way out, so everyone enjoyed themselves. Thanks very much to the organisers. Hope they don't get back in form. So congratulations everyone again, and thanks to all the organisers. Yeah, stay triple.
Mate, I did it. Oh my god, let's go. Oh. National podium, my first season. Yeah, I had some really good chat with some guys. Paul Burton, who's has been helping me over the course of the year, keeping in contact with him. And just talking about TT stuff, work on my position. I chat with John. Pretty much everyone had the same affair. Go out hard into the headwind and blow up a little bit, and then just survive on the way home. But yeah, joint third with Peter, then Adam Duggleby 2 seconds quicker, and then John for the win in 19 seconds quicker than me in 18:11. Mate, I was shaking on the podium. Right, I was like, what do I do with my hands? Oh my god! I literally never feel emotion after a race because I'm like, I don't care. It's business. But that was a lot of passion today. I worked hard and I got a result. Yeah, can't ask for much more than that. That's really good. Yeah, lots of potential for next season, for low-hanging fruit, like Paul's saying, like make positional changes, another year of training under the belt, and see where it goes, you know? Can't wait. On to the next year, boys. Just remembering my spin data prediction was 22nd place. Yeah, kind of smashed that, didn't I? Oh. Mate, Cloud9. Right, let's see if I can carry this form into... I don't even know if it was a good performance in terms of power, to be fair. Like, I haven't even checked the data. I feel like it was a bit shit. It was all over the shop. But... clearly got some legs. Maybe my legs will get even better next week, to be fair. So I've got the Zwift Academy workout and a fast 25 miler. See what we can do at those to end the season. Well, end the season, and then I'm going to carry on this form to do Zwift Academy and see how that goes. Yeah, I didn't realise how much this would mean to me until I actually did it. I'm actually really proud. Home now. Just about sunk in. Yeah, obviously training full time for a year, like, it's a big commitment, and based on my results so far, I knew there was some promise in this. But like getting a national result is like a big step, and yeah, it's just like confirmation that what I'm doing is working, and it's worth it to keep having a go at it for a couple of years and seeing where it leads. Yeah, I'm just excited to see where that goes, especially next year, and onwards from there. Enough talking, get to bed. 8:30 now, almost bedtime. I'll be up, I reckon I won't sleep tonight. I reckon I'll be up at like 4 o'clock in the morning, just like, we'll see. Not that I was on a stupid amount of caffeine, just had a 200 mg tablet 40 minutes before my race, like, but still buzzing, even if it's the caffeine's wearing off. Only getting around to washing up from yesterday.
as suspected, I think I fell asleep at 3:30. Just just tired, but just couldn't fall asleep really. Head just spinning, I guess. A little bit of a headache, but and the tightness in my hip really came through a little bit. But that seems a lot better this morning than it was yesterday. And it didn't affect me on the bike yesterday, or if it did, it was very minor. So yeah, got some stuff to crack on with today, and then maybe get out for about 2 hours, just easy going to. Yeah, this is the most important stuff because this stuff's been lying in its own sweat for getting on 12 hours or whatever.
Hi guys, Sunday, back out on the bike, just doing like an hour and a half, 2 hours zone 2. Spinning the legs out, all feeling alright, a bit tired obviously. Didn't sleep well last night, and the big day yesterday, and lots of adrenaline going. Thanks for everyone, the thanks in the comments last night, this morning. Yeah, quite surreal really, but I knew it was possible, and executing that feels great. 1st of September, and UK weather's like, yeah, 1st of September, summer's over, dreary skies, water in the air, not mega windy, but it's pretty humid. See if it picks up next week, who cares. Definitely get to take it a lot more chill with the training for the next few weeks, so that'll be appreciated. Core sensor reckons I'm at 38.6. I reckon that's like residual stress from yesterday. Feel fine, but make sure I cool off when I get home. Not getting prickly skin, so I don't think the heat rash is going to come through, but need to be aware of it, of course.
Nice little spin to end the week, that. Don't know how camping out rides without glasses. I always end up getting some fucking bug in my eye, and I'm like, oh, for God's sake. Yeah, glasses is like steamed up at the start, so I just had them on my helmet the whole time. It's alright, apart from bugs in my eyes, but yeah, nice ride to end the week, that, feeling good. Then having a rest day tomorrow, and definitely a bit of a rest week next week. Fast 25 miler at the end of the week. See how that goes. Proper early start for that, fucking hell. Get on to that next week. Yeah, really happy with, obviously so happy with how things went yesterday, and yeah, more to come.